Hey guys, it's Billy here, and we are at Kansas Comic-Con in Wichita, Kansas, and I'm with the legendary, amazing Mr. John Lancie. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm good, thanks.
That's awesome. So, I mentioned earlier, I'm a teacher and I have a pop culture club at school, and I know the kids are so excited that this is happening right now. My age group, my generation, first of all, I love your role as Q. It was so cool when you popped back up in the Picard series, and I mentioned my dad was like the craziest Star Trek fan. He'd be so proud of that about this moment right now. But so for me, that's what introduced me to you. But a lot of my kids that I might be watching, you were Discord in the My Little Pony series.
I was.
And my question for you is, how did that come about? Like, what led to that happening?
Well, I just got a call from my agent saying you have an offer to do My Little Pony, for which I had never heard of My Little Pony. And they said it's a cartoon for little girls. And I went, well, fine. So I did it, only to discover it was much more than that.
Right.
much, much more than that. And, you know, that and Bronies, and I think it's a great show. Secular, not religious. With cautionary tales and you know, ethics and things like that, and I played a sort of a, you know, discordant sort of guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, so for someone like me, everyone got so excited when this new Picard series came out. What was that moment like when you found out, like, hey, we're going to want you to be in this? How did that all happen?
Well, that was fun. I mean, you know, I was happy to be included in that. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So you say you're a history teacher?
Science.
Science
Yes,
teacher.
sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what sort of science?
I teach biology, so I've been a teacher about 15 years, and the past 2 years I've had all the advanced students. So I put my time in with freshmen.
Now, what grade biology do you teach?
About 13 years with freshmen, but the last 2 I have mostly juniors and seniors with the advanced class.
You know, I just wrote a play about the 2005 Dover Intelligent Design Trial. Do you know anything about that?
I pardon my ignorance, but I don't think I do.
Well, it's when evangelicals took over the school board, threw out the science book, and brought down intelligent design, which is actually creationism. And so they ended up being sued by the parents, and it's a trial which is really an extension of the Scopes monkey trial.
That's pretty interesting. I'll have to go look into that.
Yeah.
Very cool. Let's see, though. I always end these with kind of a silly question. If you could find yourself, John Lancie, not your characters, just hanging out in a fictional world, any fictional world, sky's the limit, where do you think would be cool to hang out for a day?
A fictional world?
Any fictional universe world.
Well, you know, what's interesting is that I don't spend much time in the fictional world.
Yeah.
I just don't. If you asked me in the real world where I would have liked, I would have been happy to have been on the boat that Captain Cook when he showed up in Tahiti for the first time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, hey, thank you so much for your time, and it was my pleasure meeting you, and I really appreciate you coming out here today.
Nice to meet you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye-bye.